Okay, that is a very super smooth, super quiet scooter. Good job, Yadea. Oh, I knew it was going to happen eventually. Hey, Wayne here, and today I'm on this brand new Yadea electric scooter called Elite Prime. It's a pretty fancy scooter. Keep watching to see all the details on it. Right now you can get it on the Indiegogo promotion site for $13.49, or you can get it from their website for $14.99. I'm gonna have links to both down below, so if you missed the promotion, you can go straight to their website to get it. Let's check it out now. So this is what's inside of that accessory box that you get when you open up the Yadea scooter. You get the power supply, which is pretty neat. It has a magnetic tip here, so that's cool. So you just have to it's kind of like a Mac type of connector. You just put it over there and it'll self-connect. Got a toolkit. Looks like you got some kind of an extension for pumping air into the tires, which is always nice to have. Those are the screws to screw in the handlebar to the stem. They give you a bag to fasten around it so you can put things inside. And then you got these instruction books, information books I should call them. This is important information, adventure for future, and a user manual. But look at this, they put a lot of time into this. They took these nice pictures, some information. Yeah, they did a lot of work to impress. So that's what's inside the accessory box. Okay, once you get it all unboxed, I think the bottom of the box is really good. Just leave it in there while you finish it off and then get it out of the box. All that's left is to lift the stem, connect the handlebar, screw it in, check the tires, check the battery, and you should be done with this. I'm gonna bring the camera in a little closer so you can get a close-up of me putting it together. Okay, I think the easiest way to do this is to lift the stem, and when you raise it up, it'll snap into place. Then you can close the latch, take your handlebar and just slide it in. All you have to do now is put the 6 screws in, tighten it all up. It's a great looking scooter with a kind of futuristic look to it. Here's another view of it folded. Here's what it looks like at night with the lights on, and you can see I have the rear turn signal turned on as well. Okay, here we go. The front tire and wheel are connected to a polymer, shock absorber, and a single arm suspension system, and it has a front drum brake. The rear tire and wheel are also connected to a polymer shock absorber and a single arm suspension system, but it has a mechanical disc brake plus electric braking. The rear wheel contains the 800 watt motor that maxes out at 1500 watts, which is plenty to get you up a 30% slope. Under the deck is a 46.8 volt, 14.5 amp hour battery that Yadea says it can get a range up to 40 miles. Of course, this will vary on how you ride and the payload weight. It has a good front light, but that rear brake light looks like something from a Batman movie. Okay, I want to show you a few things that you can do with the display here. Turn it on. Automatically, the light always turns on as a safety feature. Now, if I tap this once, the light will go off and the display will be a little bit brighter. So if you need a little bit more brightness, that's how you do it. It's on kilometers. I'm going to change it to miles per hour by tapping the power button 3 times. And I am going to go through the modes. So there's a driving mode. You tap this twice, the power button. And now it has a sport mode, 2 more, and extreme. For extreme, I don't really feel that the scooter is necessarily faster with like a higher top speed. It just has a little bit more torque from the go. When you take off on it, you feel a little bit more power from a dead stop than you normally would. So that's really all extreme is. And if I double tap this 2 more times, you have a walking mode. So I'm going to go over the app. As you can see, it has Bluetooth, and I'm going to show you the app that's connected by Bluetooth on my phone. If you connect the app to it, which I suggest you do, when you go in, you can see your total mileage and your power that's left on the battery. You can lock and unlock the scooter. If it's locked, the display goes out. It has a flashing symbol there, and the brakes engage. So if you try to walk up to it and push it away, it won't be easy to push. Plus, it will start to chirp, kind of like that. So I'm going to unlock it. And now let's go over the quick control. Cruise control is something I don't use, but if you tap on it and confirm cruise control is on, I don't really like cruise control. I like having more control over the scooter. Gear switch. You have walk mode, driver mode, sport mode, and speed mode, which I've been calling extreme mode because it has the X there. Vehicle setup. Here you can set up some more security items, senshless unlocking. If you turn that on, then if you walk away from the scooter, it will automatically lock up until you come back near the scooter, and it will automatically unlock. So I'm not using that right now, but I think it's a pretty neat feature. You can change the unit preferences from metric to imperial, like I did, if that's what you like. It has an energy recovery button here that you can enable. I'm not sure exactly what that does. It may have something to do with regenerative braking, which I'm, again, not sure if it has or not, but I'm just going to skip over that because I do not know what that part does exactly. So that's about everything right there in a nutshell for the app. A quick word about the X speed mode. At the time of this recording, I was able to unlock that speed mode by riding the scooter for about 1 kilometer. Since then, they have changed it to where you just have to update the firmware. So I'm going to show you how to do that here. So while on the screen, you're going to click on that little file icon in the upper left-hand corner. That'll bring up this new screen, and you'll click on Firmware Upgrade. Mine is already upgraded to the newest version, or the most current version as of this recording. So if yours is not grayed out and it says upgrade, go ahead and upgrade, and you should be able to unlock the X speed mode now. This is a great looking scooter. It's well built, nice and sturdy, and extremely smooth. The stem on the scooter feels really, really sturdy. Some of them can be where they feel like they bend a bit. This one doesn't. This one feels really sturdy. Yeah, so Yadea says that this tops out at 18.6 miles per hour, but in my tests I've constantly hit 19 according to the speedometer, which is a really good cruising speed. You really don't need much more than that. So Class 2 e-bikes top out at 20 miles per hour, so about 18.5 to 19 miles an hour on the scooter is a really good cruising speed that will keep you up with most e-bikes. So that's not bad. If you have somebody that you ride with that's on a bike, you shouldn't have any problems keeping up with them. Let's see how it does if I have to go over some wet, damp grass. Okay, it'll do it. Not a problem. Wouldn't suggest doing it, but if you had to do it, it appears to be able to handle it with no problem. This is a kickstart type scooter, so you got to push off and then press the throttle down to go, but it's not like you have to really get a running start or anything. It has a really quiet motor with 40 Newton meters of torque and can handle a 30% climb. So we're going to do this slope right here and see how it handles. All right, getting on there, going up. Yeah, it's a constant speed, so didn't slow down or anything. Pretty good. These single sway arms here, suspension arms, they're only on one side of the scooter, the side that you can see, and I don't know what it is about them, but they're really smooth. You can get a lot of bounce in there if you need it. They're quiet, really unique design. I'm not saying that nobody else has that on their scooters, but I have not seen it or have never ridden it yet. So for me, this is a first, and I really like it. So I don't know if this is going to matter to any of you, but if you have flat feet like I do, I have really flat feet, then you might enjoy this ride. It's super smooth, doesn't hurt my feet. I can ride a lot longer than I can on some of my other things, like an old Segway that I have. That really hurts my feet a lot. I'm sure their newer stuff is a lot better. But yeah, if you have flat feet like I do, and you've had problems riding on some of these things, this won't give you any problem. This has got to be one of the more comfortable scooters that I've ever ridden. So another thing I really like about this scooter are the turn signals. You don't get that on a lot of these scooters or bikes. This is something I really appreciate. I do look back before I make any turns, but letting people know that you're about to make a turn is really helpful. So Yadea, good job on the turn signals. The charger has a magnetic connector, kind of like what you would find on the Apple Macs. You just place the connector close to the charging port and the magnets kick in and it just grabs it and falls right into place. And you know, if you trip over the cord, it'll just disconnect right away, won't pull everything down. So that's a nice little feature too. The display could be brighter, but you know, once you have it set and you're going, you don't really need to look at it much after that. Can't get over how quiet the scooter is. That's the one thing, people are not going to hear you coming. Has a built-in bell. That's a good bell, won't annoy anybody if you're trying to pass them. Doing a little bit of riding in some of this dirt here. Handles that just fine. I'm going to put two links down below. Neither are affiliate links. I don't get anything if you buy this scooter. I'm going to link to the Indiegogo site, and if you're watching this video after it's over, I'm going to put a regular link as well directly to their website. So try the Indiegogo site first. This scooter would be great for beginners as well as seasoned riders that would enjoy a nice, super smooth ride as well as a good cruising speed of 18.6 miles per hour. So if this is something you might want to get, check out my links down below. Go ahead and grab one, get out there and ride, and I'll see you on the next one.